Pocket FM.
To unlock all the episodes, click the link in bio.
Reese's team is trapped in the Hollow Veil, a living labyrinth designed to break them. They find Trinity, but she's changed, warning him away before being sealed behind an obsidian door. What did the Warlocks do to Trinity? Can Reese break through the door? What awaits him if he does? Reese lunged forward, his claws scraping against the obsidian doors as they slammed shut between him and Trinity. The force of the impact sent a tremor through his bones, but he barely noticed. His mate was right there, so close he could hear the breath hitch in her throat, but she was slipping away again. No! His roar shook the walls of the Hollow Veil. He slammed his fists against the barrier, ignoring the searing pain as tendrils of magic lashed at his skin. Trinity! Juniper yanked him back before the dark energy could do more damage. It's a trap, she gasped, breathless. They knew we'd come. They wanted this. Vincent stepped beside them, his gaze fixed on the now sealed entrance. She didn't even fight back, he murmured. Why? Elias, who had remained eerily silent, finally spoke. Because she isn't just their prisoner anymore. His voice was grim, filled with something none of them wanted to name. They've done something to her. Reese's breathing was ragged, his hands trembling with suppressed fury. He refused to believe that. Trinity wasn't gone. She couldn't be. He turned to Elias, his eyes blazing. Then we get her back. Elias hesitated before shaking his head. Not yet. Reese bared his fangs. What the hell do you mean, not yet? If we rush in now, we'll lose her for good, Elias said sharply. They've bound her to something far older than any of us understand. If we're going to break those chains, we need to know what we're up against. Reese clenched his fists. Every instinct screamed at him to charge forward, to tear through the Warlocks until there was nothing left standing between him and Trinity. But deep down, he knew Elias was right. If he lost himself to his rage, he'd be playing right into their hands. He turned away from the sealed doorway, his jaw tight. Then we prepare, he growled, because when we go back, we're not leaving without her. The journey back through the Hollow Veil was quieter than before. The land still twisted and shifted around them, but it no longer felt like it was hunting them. It had already gotten what it wanted. Reese walked ahead, his movements stiff, his body tense with frustration. He hated leaving without her. Every part of him rejected it, but as Vincent had said, Trinity hadn't even fought back. Why? They set up camp in a secluded cave, the glow of their fire casting flickering shadows across the stone walls. Nobody spoke at first. The weight of their failure sat heavy in the air. Then Noah broke the silence. What if we can't bring her back? Reese's head snapped up, eyes burning. That's not an option. Noah held his gaze for a long moment before sighing. I'm just saying, what if she doesn't want to come back? She does, Juniper said firmly. She's fighting. I know she is. Vincent exhaled. But what if she isn't? Or worse, what if she doesn't remember who we are? The silence that followed was suffocating. Elias sat at the edge of the fire, watching the flames dance between them. Finally, he spoke. Tell me about her. Reese frowned. What? Elias glanced at him. Trinity, if we're going to get her back, we need to remember who she is, not just to you, but to all of you. Juniper's voice was the first to break the stillness. She's stubborn. Vincent chuckled softly. That's an understatement. She's not just stubborn, Juniper continued. She never gives up on people, even when she should. Her voice wavered slightly, even when they don't deserve it. She saved my life, Noah said, his voice quieter. Twice. He smiled faintly. She yelled at me both times. That sounds like her, Vincent murmured. She has this way of making you feel like you matter, even if you don't believe it yourself. Reese swallowed hard. His voice was rough when he finally spoke. She's my mate. But she's more than that. He met each of their gazes. She's the heart of us. The fire crackled between them, the warmth of their words lingering even as the cold night pressed in. None of them noticed the soft breath of magic that stirred in the wind. Trinity sat in the darkness, her hands bound, her body exhausted. She had stopped fighting days ago, weeks ago. She had lost track of time. The Warlocks kept her wrapped in enchantments, feeding off her essence, draining her will. But tonight something changed. A voice, distant yet familiar, whispered through the void. She's the heart of us. Her breath caught. Her fingers twitched against the cold stone floor. The warlock's magic pulsed around her, suffocating, consuming. But for the first time in a long time, Trinity felt something else: hope. Back at the camp, Reese stared into the flames, his mind running through every scenario, every plan, every possible way to get Trinity back. His wolf was restless, pacing beneath his skin, howling for its mate. Elias sat beside him. "She heard you." Reese turned to him sharply. "What?" Elias's expression was unreadable. The warlocks don't just hold people captive. They bind them in ways that make them feel lost, alone. He tilted his head. "But something broke through tonight." Reese's heart pounded. "You're sure?" Elias nodded. "The war isn't over, Alpha. It's just beginning." Reese exhaled, standing. "Then we'd better be ready." Trinity was still out there, still fighting, and they were coming for her. Reese vowed to retrieve Trinity, trapped by warlocks in the Hollow Vale. They knew she was changed, bound by dark magic. But hope flickered. She'd heard them. Could they save her? Was she lost forever? And was her hope a trap, luring them to their doom?
Hey, I am Trinity. Want to know what happens next? Then click the link in the description below and download the Pocket FM app and listen to the exciting episodes of Chosen by Fate, Rejected by the Alpha.
Reese is blocked from Trinity, trapped by dark magic. The group retreats to plan, fearing she's changed. They share memories of her, unknowingly reaching her through the warlock's spells, sparking her hope. Elias confirms she heard them, signaling a dangerous new phase. How has Trinity changed? Can they break the dark magic? Is her hope a trap? What new dangers await them? Will their connection be strong enough? The night was restless. Despite the exhaustion weighing down on them, sleep didn't come easily. The weight of failure lingered like a thick fog, clinging to their skin, making every breath feel heavier. Reese sat apart from the others, staring into the flames, his thoughts tangled in the past and present. They were hunting for Trinity, but his mind kept slipping back to another time, another love, another loss. Vincent approached quietly, dropping onto a rock beside him. "You're thinking too much." Reese huffed. "And you're not?" Vincent smirked. "I'm always thinking. I just don't look like I'm suffering about it." Reese let the silence stretch between them before he finally spoke. "I lost someone before." Vincent didn't react at first. He simply let the words settle, like he knew Reese wasn't just talking about Trinity. "Tell me." Reese clenched his jaw. He hadn't spoken about her in years. But now, with Trinity gone, the memories were creeping back, unbidden, relentless. Her name had been Liana. Liana had been wild, untamed like the wind, fierce like the storm. She had challenged him, pushed him, made him feel alive in ways he hadn't understood until she was gone. She was the first person who had truly seen him, not just as an alpha son, not just as a warrior in training, but as a man who wanted to be more. They had spent endless nights running beneath the stars, whispering dreams neither of them thought they'd have time to reach. She made him laugh. She made him reckless. She made him believe in something beyond duty, beyond the burden of leadership, and then she had been ripped away from him. Reese's fingers curled into fists. "She died because of me." Vincent glanced at him but said nothing, letting the silence speak for itself. "We were supposed to run that night. Just the two of us. We wanted to get away from pack politics, from the expectations." He exhaled shakily. "I told her to wait for me. I had something to take care of first." He could still see her standing at the edge of the forest, smiling at him like she always did, like she believed he could move mountains if he wanted to. By the time he got back, she was gone. The warlocks had taken her. By the time he found her, she was barely alive. By the time he held her in his arms, she was already slipping away. "She told me she wasn't afraid." His voice was rough, raw. "She lied." Vincent was quiet for a long time before he spoke. "And you think history is repeating itself?" Reese exhaled sharply. "It is. You don't know that." Reese turned to him, his golden eyes burning. "Don't I? I had a chance to save Liana and I was too late. Now Trinity is gone and His voice cracked before he could stop it. "I can't do this again. I can't lose her too." Vincent watched him carefully. "She's not Liana." Reese knew that, but the fear twisting in his gut didn't care. Vincent leaned back, rubbing his jaw. I get it. Losing someone like that, it eats at you, makes you feel like you'll never be enough no matter how hard you fight. But listen to me, Reese. Trinity isn't a ghost. She's not some shadow you're chasing. She's real, she's here, and she's waiting for you to bring her home. Reese swallowed hard. And if I fail? Vincent's smirk was sharp. Then we make sure you don't. As dawn broke, Reese forced himself to push away the memories and focus. Trinity wasn't Liana, and this time, he wasn't alone. Juniper met his gaze as they packed their supplies. You okay? Reese nodded, not trusting himself to speak. She didn't push. She just tightened the strap on her dagger and said, let's go get our girl. And for the first time in days, Reese believed that maybe, just maybe, this time he wouldn't be too late. Somewhere, hidden in the depths of Warlock territory, Trinity sat alone in the shadows of her prison. She felt different today, stronger, more aware. And then, for the briefest moment, she heard something. A voice. We're coming for you. Her breath hitched. It was faint, distant, but it was real. She wasn't alone, and she wasn't giving up yet. Haunted by past loss, Reese fears repeating his mistake with Trinity's capture. He confides in Vincent, revealing the death of Liana, a woman he failed to save. Vincent urges him to focus on Trinity, not past ghosts. As dawn breaks, the pack prepares to rescue her. Meanwhile, Trinity, imprisoned, senses a faint voice promising rescue, igniting hope. Can Reese overcome his past to save Trinity? What strength has Trinity gained? Who spoke to Trinity? Will they reach her in time?
Hey, I am Trinity. Want to know what happens next? Then click the link in the description below and download the Pocket FM app and listen to the exciting episodes of Chosen by Fate, Rejected by the Alpha.
Pocket FM. To unlock all the episodes, click the link in bio.